Here they are for one and all. The Moomins are about to call. Come on and sit down here with me. They're here for you on your TV. They are the Moomins. They are the Moomins. So come with me, give me your hand. I'll take you up to Moomin Land. You can fly just like a bird and sing the best song ever heard. They're with the Moomins. 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 Ba 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 ba
Let's see. That one there. Yeah. Oh my! Oh, that hurts.
Papa, what's happened?
Oh, my foot.
Did you fall down?
Yes, and I've broken my leg.
Luckily, however, Moomin Papa hadn't broken his leg, but he'd certainly given it a good sprain.
Well, does it still hurt?
Yes.
That doesn't surprise me at all. Sprains can be very serious things, you know.
Can they really? I thought so.
Oh, yes, indeed. They're often painful for some time. In fact, sometimes for quite a long time.
You don't say. I think that's the kind I have here.
You should bathe it in a hot spring.
A hot spring?
Oh, yes, the hot water would do it wonders. I'm told it has a strong medicinal effect. Most fascinating.
But I don't think we have a hot spring in Moomin Valley.
Pity.
Well, fellas, it looks to me like we found Moomin Valley at last.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
It doesn't look much like hot spring country.
Listen, I don't care whether it looks like it or not. The experts say it is. I can see some children over there. Why don't we ask them?
Yahoo!
Hey, you over there!
Look out! I'm gonna get you, Sniff! Ha ha ha!
I've got something I want to ask you.
What is it?
You know of any hot springs around here?
Hot springs? What are they?
Got
Boy,
you,
they
Sniff.
sure are backward out here.
Tell me what they are, and I'll tell you if we've got any.
It's a place where there's hot water bubbling up from underground.
You sure? Who heats it?
Nobody. It's just there, I guess.
That's weird.
You could make tea with it, I guess.
No, you're supposed to bathe in it. Good for your health, you know.
Why? Are you sick or something?
Not me. I haven't come here to use one, just to try and find it.
What for if you don't need to use it?
They're valuable.
Are they?
Oh, yes. We're gonna build a big inn here, and then people will come from all over to soak in the hot water. Really put this place on the map.
Rich people coming to soak in the springs?
Yes, why?
I can rent towels to them.
Well, I suppose we might let you open a towel concession if you help us find the spring. Tell us if you find anything.
Yeah. Hey, wait! If you do happen to find a hot spring anywhere, will you let my father soak in it? He sprained his ankle.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, a hot spring.
So you say if they find a hot spring, they're going to build a hotel?
That's what they said.
That's right. Isn't that great?
Why should that be great?
Well, just think of all the people that would come rushing to Moomin Valley to stay at a hotel like that. Rich people. Think of the money.
Well, I was thinking about the noise instead. It'd be a real pity if Moomin Valley ended up packed full of tourists.
All the same, Papa, it would be nice to have a hot spring here. Think of the lovely baths.
I suppose it would be rather useful for people who've injured their legs, for example.
Yes, dear, but there probably isn't any hot spring in Moomin Valley.
Maybe not. If there was such a thing, I'm sure I would have found it before now.
I bet there is a hot spring round here.
Well, we haven't seen all of Moomin Valley. And anyway, those men must have had some reason for picking this particular place.
If I find a hot spring, I won't tell them about it.
That's stupid. How do you expect me to get rich if I can only rent towels to you?
But then no one ever said you have to get rich.
So does everyone agree we won't tell them?
Well, I don't think you'll find any springs before they do anyway. They're experts after all, and they practically said I'd get the towel concession, didn't they?
Oh, this feels so good.
Water.
Yes, of course it's water.
If we could find a hot spring as big as this pond, why, we'd be able simply to fill Moomin Valley with tourists.
But this water isn't hot.
Do you want me to tell you what I think? If you ask me, those experts got it all wrong about hot springs in Moomin Valley.
You think so?
Look, guys, we're wasting our time. If there was a hot spring here, someone would have found it by now.
Not if it was hidden underground, they wouldn't. We'd just have to dig some holes, build the inn, and we'd be rich.
I guess you're right, but I don't really know if we ought to be doing this. See, I like this Moomin Valley place. It kind of grows on you know what I mean?
So what's your problem?
Well, we might spoil it. If I lived here, I don't think I'd want a big inn right in the middle of all this peace and quiet.
Are you feeling all right?
Of course, why?
Come on, there's work to do. Why don't we try looking over this way?
I hope we don't find anything.
Are you coming or what?
You're not gonna help them, are you, Sniff?
But this is gonna put Moomin Valley on the map.
Perhaps it is. But, Sniff, that's exactly the place we don't want it to be.
I'm trying to think big here, Moomin. If we had a hot spring and a hotel, it would make Moomin Valley a household word.
We don't want that.
Look, I've got to do it. Just think of the money if they say I can have the towel concession.
Sniff, wait!
Moomin!
Oh.
That Sniff is really starting to get on my nerves. All the same, a hot spring without tourists would be nice. It's good for your complexion. And for Papa's leg, too.
I suppose so.
Anyway, there aren't any here.
Wish one could be certain about that.
Ask Snufkin.
What?
Snufkin's bound to know if there are any hot springs in Moomin Valley or not. He's not here. Come to think of it, I haven't seen him in the last few days.
I don't think I have either. Wonder where he is.
He's away!
Huh? Hello there, Stinky. Do you have any idea where Snufkin went?
No, I don't, but he left very early in the morning 2 days ago.
Oh, what a shame.
What's the big problem?
We wanted to ask him about something.
So ask me instead.
You'd only say something stupid.
You're Stinky.
Oh, what is it?
Do you know what a hot spring is?
It's like a hot summer.
I guess you were right.
Hey, what is a hot spring? Stop! You have to tell me! Hey, wait!
Boy, that was good.
If I run late, I'll just stay over.
No, wait, Alicia.
Bye, Grandma.
Alicia!
Oh, Snufkin. It's nice to see you, Snufkin.
Alicia!
I'm going over to Moomin Valley.
On your own?
Grandmother's making medicine.
And by the look of it, she doesn't want you to help her either.
No, Grandma says it's still too early.
You don't really want to be a witch, do you?
Oh, yes, I do. At least, I think so.
Sniff, I'm counting on you to show us around tomorrow, okay?
Oh, yes, of course, but
But what?
let's discuss my towel concession first, huh?
The towel concession? Wasn't that a joke?
I never joke about money. You promised you'd let me rent out towels to your guests.
I don't think we actually promised that. And anyway, why should we?
Hey, just calm down a minute. Why don't you let me handle this? What we really meant was, as a joke, of course, that we might let you buy the towel concession from us.
Oh, I'm broke.
We could lend you a gold coin.
Great, I'll do it.
But look, I'm not promising anything.
You drive a hard bargain.
I'm glad that's sorted out, then. We'll start looking tomorrow, Sniff.
Would you like to stay here with us for the night, Alicia?
Oh, yes. Thank you, Moomin Mama.
You're more than welcome, my dear.
How's your foot, Moomin Papa?
Well, it does seem to be getting a little better, but I wish it would just hurry up and heal. It's still quite painful, really.
Ah, maybe my hot spring would help.
Your hot spring?
Yes, I found one today. It's quite a long way to the east by the side of the river.
Huh?
I soaked myself in it, and it felt really great.
Oh, my goodness.
What's the problem, Papa?
Well, haven't you heard the news?
What news?
There are 3 men looking for hot springs to put Moomin Valley on the map, bring in tourism and sausages.
Oh, dear.
I think it would be a real pity if they were to find your hot spring, Snufkin.
Yes, that would be rather an awful thing to happen.
You wouldn't like a big inn to be built near here, Moomin Papa, would you?
No, of course I wouldn't. Would you like it?
No, and Grandma certainly wouldn't, I know.
She would have to move away to somewhere else, I guess. I can see how it would be. A guided tour to the witch's cottage, people standing in line for fortune cookies, and they'd have to put a public toilet outside your house.
What is happening? I don't believe this. My forest, what happened?
No, it's nothing to laugh about.
Huh? No, I guess it isn't.
Snufkin!
Hi.
You're here too, Alicia.
Hello, Moomin, Snork Maiden, Little My.
Nice to see you. Was that you guys I heard laughing just now?
Well, I guess it was, but it's really nothing to laugh about.
What isn't?
Have you heard about the men looking for a hot spring?
Yes.
And guess what? Snufkin found one today.
Oh, no.
Huh? Huh?
Hello there, Sniff!
Stinky!
What's up? Shh! So why the creeping around?
What do you mean?
You usually go right inside, so why not today? You've been up to something sneaky, haven't you? Come on, admit it, admit it!
I've got to hand it to you. You're pretty sharp, Stinky.
Yep, there are no flies on me.
I've got this feeling they're all a little mad at me.
Good, Sniff. You don't want to hang around with them. They're wimpy, shilly-shallying do-gooders that will never amount to anything. Throw in your lot with me, and the sky's the limit.
Now, just wait a minute. I'm no crook, and I've got my conscience to think about.
Hey, Sniff, let me come along with you. Hey, I can help you look for this spring.
Well, if you must.
So we're agreed on our plan. The crucial thing is to keep those 3 men from finding my spring at all costs.
It won't be very easy.
Secondly, we'll have to make them give up the whole project and leave.
No, if only we could.
Anyway, there's no time to lose.
We must start at once.
It's a bit too late to do anything useful now, but we'll make a start first thing tomorrow morning, even before the sun comes up.
Yes, but what should we do?
Whatever can we do?
By the way, where's Sniff got to?
Gone off with the men. You can bet he'll be helping them find a hot spring as we speak.
Huh? I do hope he isn't.
He probably is.
Oh, Sniff. Grandma is our only hope.
Your grandma?
I'd do something myself if I could, but this is really the sort of job that needs the powers of a witch. We ought to ask her.
Good idea. With her help, I'm sure we'll be able to sort this business out.
Well, obviously it would be in her interest to help us get rid of those men.
Oh, it definitely would. But we'll have to ask her very nicely.
Yes, do ask her very, very nicely.
Of course she'll do it. She doesn't want people all over. I'm sure she'd really hate it if they did build that hotel near her. You don't have to worry about a thing.
Should I come in as well?
What do you mean, Moomin?
Well, to sort of, help convince her.
All right, but let me do the talking.
Tell her how they'll cut down all the trees and the sun will burn her house all day long.
Yes, yes.
And tell her also how they'll build a public toilet in her yard.
Will you stop worrying? It's all going to be okay. I'll tell her everything. After all, she isn't stupid, you know.
Don't say it was our idea, Alicia.
And I'm not stupid either.
So if I understand all this right, you could use my help, huh?
Yes, Grandma, we do. After all, think how awful it would be if this forest was destroyed.
I don't know, an inn might be nice.
It wouldn't be nice. You don't understand. They'd probably have to cut down all the trees to make room enough for the inn.
Very good. I do sometimes think those trees tend to block the view.
You don't.
It's so quiet here in Moomin Valley. Dreadfully boring. Might be nice with a whole load of tourists. Perhaps I could make money selling them love potions.
Grandma, stop it!
I can see it now. Pop music around the clock, people coming to visit all day and night, and we'd have enough rubbish to burn all winter. It'd be wonderful.
Grandma, please stop talking like that. I know you don't mean it, and it really does worry me.
Moomin.
Yes, what is it?
I'd be interested to hear if you have any clever ideas about how we're gonna get rid of these idiots.
Oh, does that mean you are willing to help us to drive them away?
Of course, but how?
You could always try using magic on them.
Maybe you could scare them off with a monster or two.
That's always a good one.
I'm sure a spell like that would make them believe this was definitely no place to bring tourists on holiday.
It's an idea, but monsters take too long. I could get a couple of snakes to go into their tent, wrap themselves around them, and then just lick them a couple of times. That ought to do it.
That sounds all right, doesn't it?
But you can catch snakes. Maybe you could do something about the weather. Make them believe it's not a good place for tourists because it's much too hot or much too cold. Or perhaps even hot and cold at the same time. Then they wouldn't have a clue.
That would be quite a nice challenge.
Is it too hard?
Nothing is too hard for a witch, young man.
Beautiful weather today. Perhaps an inn here wouldn't be so bad after all. Hey, you two, come on out. It's beautiful. What's that? I don't believe it. But it was so nice just now.
What a storm!
Oh, our tent! Come back! Oh, boy.
It stopped.
Well, we can say goodbye to the tent.
Never seen such weather.
Oh! Hey, it's
Quick
a hailstorm!
shelter! Come on!
How could it change so fast?
Don't ask me.
What next?
crazy.
It's snowing, really snowing.
Oh, it's so cold.
Help somebody! Help!
Oh dear, I guess I really should stand by my friends, but after all, this is my big chance. There you are. Good morning.
I can't take any more.
Don't give up
It's
now!
so good we're all goners this time.
Hi, how are you?
Sniff, please help us. We're your friends.
Huh?
How brave of you to come in all this snow.
Snow? What snow? I don't see any.
You nuts or something? I've never seen such a snowstorm.
What are you doing?
Please help us.
This is the end.
Hey, wait!
After that bad experience, the 3 hot spring prospectors never did come back to Moomin Valley. And now that the spring has been discovered, Moomin Papa just can't seem to keep away from it, even though his ankle's been perfectly well for weeks now. In fact, he doesn't even mind getting behind on his memoirs.
Oh, yeah. Oh.